So, good morning. Now, let us discuss how to draw the isometric projection of a given solid. So, the questions, so this is for isometric projection, isometric projection. Isometric projection. So, the question remains same. Draw the isometric instead of view. We will go for the isometric projection of a hexagonal prism of 25 mm side and height 60 mm, resting with its base edge on the ground and parallel to VP. So, if the question is isometric projection, so first you draw the isometric scale. That is the important thing. First you draw the isometric scale. So, in this question, you have two dimensions. One is the 25 mm side, 25 hexagonal prism of 25 mm side, and height is equal to 25 mm side and height is equal to 60. So we have only two dimensions. So we can draw the isometric scale having these two dimensions only. So what is the procedure for drawing the isometric scale? What is the procedure? So first you draw a horizontal line of any length, okay. So let it be O, the starting point. Then you draw a 30-degree line from that point. From O, draw a 30-degree line. So when you are solving an question from isometric projection, you need to show the isometric scale. That is very important. Isometric scale. So this is a 30-degree line. Then you draw a 45-degree line from the same point. 45-degree line from the same point. This is a 45-degree line. 45-degree line. This is corresponds to 45-degree line. Corresponds to 45-degree line. Then, as we have in this question, two dimension. First one is the 25 and second is the 60. First is the 25 and second is the 60. So what do? First you mark 25 mm on this 45-degree line. 25 mm on 45-degree line. 25 mm on this 45-degree line. This is a 45-degree. Let it be OA. Capital OA. Then just next length is 60. Next length is 60. That is the first one. Next length is 60. Okay. So when we are drawing the isometric, once you inscribe this in a rectangle, other two isometric length will come. You need to measure that one and convert that into isometric scale. So mark the 60 here. So here it is the OB. So in order to find the, so this corresponds to your 20 mm length. 20 mm length, and this corresponds to the true length corresponding to 60. True length corresponding to 60. Now from 20A, so from A, drop a perpendicular to a 30-degree line. 30-degree line, and then it is OA dash. And what is OA dash here? OA dash means isometric length or IS20. What is IS20 means? Isometric length of 20. OA dash means isometric length of 20. Similarly from B, you drop a perpendicular. Then it will touch with the 30-degree line, which is this point. This is the OB dash. What is OB dash? OB dash is the isometric length of 60. So this is known as the isometric scale. This is the first step, isometric scale. Now we are going to draw the isometric projection. So similarly, what is the first step? Once you completed the isometric scale, then first you draw the front view and top view. Even if the question is isometric projection or view, first you draw the front view. So you draw the xy line, then complete the front view and top view. So first you draw the front view, top view. This is a hexagonal prism of side 25 and height is equal to 60. Height is equal to 60. Height is equal to, let us give height is equal to 60. Height is equal to 60. So project from here. Height is equal to 60. Height is equal to 60. So this is 25 and this is equal to 60, 25 and 60. So just take the previous problem naming, you can follow the same naming. You can follow the same naming. So just naming. Here we have A, the bottom, sorry, no, top position of the A dash, B dash, C dash. Here is your D dash, and here is your F dash. Okay, E dash and F dash, E dash and F dash. This is the top face. Now bottom we have G dash, H dash, I dash, J dash, K dash, and L dash. This is the bottom. So mark that point in the top view also. This is your A, B, then C, D, E, and F. Then bottom G, H, I, J, K, L. Clear? So this is our corresponding top view and the front view of the solid. So this is the first you draw the top view and front view. This is the top and front view of the solid. Then we are going to draw the isometric projection. Please do this isometric projection. So what do you do? So similarly, as mentioned, isometric view, you inscribe this solid in a rectangle. Top view of the 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 solid in a rectangle. So you can give naming. This is the one. This is the bottom position. One. The one is just the bottom position. 2, 3, 4. What is about the top position? 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, this is the naming 5, 6, 7. And here 5, 6, 7. So now what do you do? We're going to draw the isometric projection. A line in line with the XY line. In line with XY line, we mark a point. Which is that point? That point is your 1. So in the isometric view, you measure just 1 to 2. Then draw this inclined 30 degree in the isometric view. But isometric projection I mentioned, each length in the each dimension in the orthographic projection will be converted into isometric scale length, or 1 to, not the 1 to the length of 1, 2 into 0.82. So what do? You measure this 1 to 2 distance. You measure this 1 to 2 distance. You measure this 1 to 2 distance and mark that distance on the isometric scale. Clear? You measure this 1 to the distance, then mark that distance as on the isometric scale. Let it be. We can mark. We can give any naming. So that for the time being, we are giving again. It is 1 O1. Then that is the length 1 to 2. So from one, you drop a perpendicular. Drop a perpendicular to the 30-degree line. Then you will get O1 dash. Then what is O1 dash? O1 dash represents the isometric length corresponding to 1 to 2. Isometric length corresponding to 1 to 2. Okay, if you have a confusion, one thing we can do, it be 1 to 2. We can give naming as 1 to 2. Then from 2, drop a perpendicular from 2. Then O2 dash is the isometric length corresponding to 1 to 2. So here this one is the isometric length corresponding to 1 to 2. Isometric length corresponding to 1 to 2. Okay. Now what do you do? For now to draw the isometric projection of the 1 to 2. Instead of taking 1 to 2 from here, you take 1 or 1 dash from the isometric scale. I hope you are getting the idea. So before that, draw a 30-degree lines in both direction. 30-degree lines in the both direction. 30-degree lines in both direction. 30-degree lines in the both direction. 30-degree lines in the both direction. Both 30-degree lines in both direction. So this is 30-degree and this is 30-degree. So first is 1 to 2. You measure isometric length corresponding to 1 to 2. You measure isometric length corresponding to 1 to 2. Measure the length, isometric length, then mark it here. So it will be always shorter than original length. So this is your now. This is your now 2. This is your 2. This is your 2. This is your 2. Okay. Now you know that the 1, 2 and 3, 4 are same. 1, 2 and 3, 4 are same. So once you find out the isometric length of 1 to 2, you need not find the isometric length of 3 because same. But you take 2 to 3. You measure 2 to 3. You measure 2 to 3. Then mark that length on the 45-degree line of the isometric scale. So let it be 2. Or you can give 3, anything, 2. Then from 2, you drop a perpendicular. From 2, you drop a perpendicular to the 30-degree line. This is your 2 dash. What is O2 dash here? O2 dash here means the isometric length corresponding to, this is O2 dash is isometric length corresponding to 2 to 3. Isometric length corresponding to 2 to 3. Isometric length corresponding to 2 to 3. Here, you can see that IS23 will be equal to 0.82 into 23. 0.82 into 23. Now you measure. From here also you can draw a line parallel to this line, passing through. Okay. Now you measure isometric length corresponding to 2 to 3. You measure from the isometric scale. Then mark it on here. So this is your this point is 3. Now how can you locate 4? How can you locate 4? 4 is 3 4. You know that 3 4 is equal to 2 1 or 1 2. 1 2. Okay, so from here we can measure isometric length of 1 2. You can measure it, then mark it here. Or 2 3 is equal to 1 4. So once already you have the isometric length of 2 3, we can mark it here. Both are possible. So we can mark here the isometric length corresponding to 2 3. So this is a 4. This is a 4. So all the dimension in the isometric projection is smaller than the original dimension. So now we complete the bottom only. So which is next one? Next dimension is 1 to A. 1 to A. So you measure, take 1. Whatever the dimensions present in the orthographic projection, that you convert in isometric. So what do? You measure 1 to A. 1 to A. 1 to A. You mark it on the isometric scale. So this is your isometric scale. So let it be 3. Then drop a perpendicular from 3. That will touch with 30-degree line. This is your 3 dash. Then you measure this distance, smaller distance. So this distance is equal to isometric length of 1 to A. Isometric length of 1 to A. So you measure the isometric length from here, then you mark here. Which is this point? This point is not A, sorry, this isometric length corresponding to where it is. The bottom point is G. So this point is G. Here 1 to G and 5 to A are both are same. 1 to G distance and 5 to smaller distance are same. Now we got the, now we know is the 1 to G is same, which is equal to the isometric length corresponding to 1 small g. Once again, 1 capital G distance is equal to the isometric length corresponding to 1 small g. Then which is the next distance? G to H. You know G to H is 25. This already we found out the, you can mark it is 20, or you can find out the isometric length corresponding to 25. So you mark this, you measure this distance G to H, then mark it here. This is 25. You already found out. So this length is corresponding to the isometric length of 25. Then we mark it here. Okay, mark it here. So this is which point? This point is H. Then which is next length? This already you have found out. BH. Sorry, B2. B2 is equal to 1A. So already we have the isometric length. So mark it. Then we have another one is 2I. You transfer this point to isometric scale, then find the corresponding isometric length, then mark it here, which is that point, capital I. Then you know which is the point 3J. You know 3J is equal to 2B. So measure the isometric length corresponding to 3J, then mark it here. This is your capital J. Clear? Then this is the next point JK. You know JK is equal to HB. GH or 25. You know the isometric length corresponding to 25. Then mark it here. That point is K. Then next point is L. Clear? So each length is whatever the dimensions in the orthographic projection, you convert that into isometric scale, then measure from there. Then bottom portion is completed. Then you talk about the vertical lines, which is a vertical line here, height of the solid, which is equal to 60. You already marked the 60 here. Then which is the, what is isometric length corresponding to 60? You know, this is the isometric length corresponding to 60. Isometric length corresponding to 60. Then you measure this distance and mark it here. So from 1 to, you measure this distance. Then from 1 to, from all points, you will draw vertical lines. The height is equal to isometric length corresponding to 60, not 60. This is the isometric length corresponding to the 60. Isometric length corresponding to 60 from all the corner points. And name it as the corner points. The points are, this is 5, this is 6, 7, and 8. Now join all the points. Okay. Now you can locate A, B, C, D, E, and F. What is 1A? 1A is equal to, 5A is equal, what is 5A? 5A is equal to 1A. 5A is equal to 1A. So you measure the isometric length corresponding to 1G and mark it here. The point is capital A here. Similarly, you can locate capital B here. C. What is C? 6C. 6C is equal to 2Y. The isometric length from the isometric scale. Then here we have D, and here we have E, and here we have F. Here we have. Now you think about the isometric view. You can see that now we can complete the solid. Here we can connect GH and IJ. J is hidden. Here also you are looking from this direction. JK is hidden and KL is hidden. So this is a LJ. Now you think about the top AB, BC, CD, DE, and EF. Now we connect EFA. Now we completed the top face and bottom face. Now vertical lines A to G, B to H, B to H, A to B, B to G. Then we have C, which is hidden. If it is inside this one, which is hidden, then D to hidden. Then we have E to K is hidden. Then we have F to L. Now we compare. So what is this one? This one is equal to your isometric view. Isometric view, and this is your isometric projection. You can see that the shape is same. Shape of both isometric view and isometric projections are same. Isometric projections are same, but all the dimensions are reduced by 0.82. Now you get an idea that the time taken for completing an isometric projection is more than the time taken for completing an isometric view. Okay, because you need to draw isometric scale. You need to draw isometric scale when you are drawing an isometric scale when you are drawing a isometric projection. So in most of the drawing, they may ask for the isometric view. So if it is an isometric view, you can directly draw. But if in isometric projection, you convert each dimension. You first draw a horizontal line, 30-degree line, 45-degree line, then mark each true length on this 45-degree line. From that true length, you find out the isometric. Then only you can draw the isometric projection. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubt, please ask. Let me know the attendance. Number 1 is there. Only 42 people.
Sir.
1 is there. Absent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One is
2,
Yes, sir.
3, 4, 5,
Yes.
6,
Sir.